Hello, very good morning. Welcome to .programming.blogspot.com. Today I will show you how to get Windows services using C# Windows Form. Also, start and stop selected services using C#. So first of all, add a label control for your services label. So Windows services, change the text of the label. The logic behind the services is service controller class is available in Windows dot services namespaces. By using this, we can service controller class, we can get all the services by using the get services method. So in this example, I will create an array of service controller class, and after that we can get all the services by using the get services method in an array. Okay, now bind the combo box with all services using array one by one. So after that, the all services are binded, we can do some operation on that. So first of all, I remember that is permissions. If you are an administrator, then you can run any services, also stop any one services. Okay, if you are not an administrator, then you can't stop, start and pending, automatic and these operations on the services. So first of all, run your project in your administrator mode. I will explain in the last section of this video these things. So if your UI is completed, that is one combo box, two button and one progress bar, also use a background worker. Actually, background worker is used to work process backgroundly. Okay, and I want to show the progress bar when your work is finished. So the simple thing is, the progress bar style make a mark Q. So progress bar one dot style, when the form is loaded, the progress bar style is the progress bar style dot mark Q. Okay, this is the style of the progress bar, and I want to show the visibility of the progress bar is false when the form is loaded. Okay, now get the Windows services by using the service controller class and their method get services. Okay, now generate a method stub. That's fine. In get Windows services method, get all services by using their service controller class. So create a service controller class array. Okay, that service is available in system.service process, that service process namespace. Create a array of the service controller class. So make it array here. Now load all services name in an array. So service equals to service controller dot get services. Get devices, get services and reference equals. These are the methods. So I want to get services. Okay, these all services I want to add in the combo box. So select combo box one dot items dot. It's not a right way to add items. So first of all, clear the combo box by using clear method. Now bind the combo box one by one, or you can say add the string item one by one. Service.length is an array of the service controller class. Bind the combo box from the item of the service controller an array dot service of I dot name, service name. Okay, now you can check your service is successfully bind into your combo box or not. Yeah, the all services are binded successfully. Okay, now come to the second part, background worker. Here we have two events of the background worker. First one is do work and second one is run worker completed, when your background working is completed. In the background worker dot do work, it means your process is started. Okay, so create a single services. I want to pick from the drop down list, or you can say combo box. So new service controller class, in which we can take a single parameter, that is string of the type, and where your service name, actually the service controller class take a single parameter, that is service name. So the logic is where from we get the service name. So e dot argument, when we click on the button, then we send the name of the services, and in the logic of the background worker dot run completed is finish the process in this method, and what I want to show. So this dot button one dot enabled equals to false. This dot progress bar one dot visible equals to false. If e dot error, I mean to say your worker process is not completed, is not equals to null, then you could not load services successfully. Okay, so generate a simple message on your message box. Could not start service. This is the message display on the message box. Before, I want to show on the title, that is e dot error dot string, comma, could not start services. That's fine. This is the logic of the background worker when completed. When we click on the start button, then what happening? I want to pass a simple service, a single service to the do work by using button click. When we click on the button, a string name, or you can say the name of the service, is passed to the do work method, or do work event, sorry. So you can use where I pick the name of the service by using the combo box dot text. So when the do work is started, by using run asynchronous method, you can start your background working. So When we click on the button, then a single method run work asynchronously started. Okay, so save it. And when we click on the button, then this dot button 1 dot enabled equals to false. Also this dot button 2 and the progress bar 1 dot visible equals to true. This dot background worker 1 dot run asynchronously, run work asynchronously. Okay, here we can pass the name of the service that is picked from the combo box, so combo box 1 dot text. That's fine. And what I want to write on stop, when we click on the stop button, then first to check your service is started. If your service is started, then stop button is hide, or you can say enabled false. So when we click on the button 1, then button 1 is false, but button 2 is enable. So this dot button 2 dot enabled equals to true. Okay, but when we click on the button 2, that is stop, so button 2 dot enabled equals to false, but button 1 is enabled true. This is the simple logic, equals to true. And also the progress bar also true, visible true. Also pass, also run again background worker dot run asynchronously, run worker asynchronously, and in which we can pass the same thing. This is happening on button 1, that is combo box 1 dot text. Okay, that's fine. Now come to the second part, that is what I want to write it here, because I want to run the services when we stopped, and if already run, then we can stop it. So single services, check your service status by using single service dot status dot equals. By using service controller status class, you can check your stopped services as well as pending services. Okay, so if you get the status of the services, that is started or not, then you can easily start your service and stop as well. Now come to the third part, that is service account, service controller status dot start stopped. If your service is stopped or your service is stopped pending, then you can start your service. If your service is running, then return false, then you can stop your services. Okay, so the simple thing I will do by using the if and else iterations. Stopped pending. Okay, if your services is stopped, then single service dot start, else single services dot stop. Single services dot stop. Okay, if you want to run this application, then you can start your application in administrator mode. So save this and move to your project folder where your application, that is Windows Form application 13, exists. Okay, if you want to check when your form is loaded correctly, and also you want to check Windows the current services is started or not, then you just after put these things, picking the get services from the combo box. Okay, now select the combo box text change event, or you can say index change event. Click on it and Windows Form selected index change event. Here you can put your if else iterations. Single services dot status dot equals service controller status dot stopped, as well as single services dot start as well as stopped. New single new service controller, and the name of the services is pick it from the combo box 1 dot text. Then stop this and simple button 2 dot, when your service is stopped, then button 2 dot enabled equals to false. Also button 1 dot enabled equals to true. In else situations, the vice versa of the if. I mean to say, the button 2 dot enabled equals to true and button 1 dot enables false. Change your enabled. Okay, that's fine. Now come to your project folder. Your services is here. Then stop, domain, That is start. Yeah, that's fine. Stop. It's too much fine. Run your application on your project folder. Visual Studio 2013 project folder, Windows Form 13. Yeah, Windows Form 13. Bin debug. Right click on your Windows Form application 13 and run as administrator mode. Now your application is successfully run. First application stop. Oops. When we click on the button, then start button is also enabled false. Again check stop, start, stop. Also your progress bar is hide. Yeah, progress bar is working correctly. Stop these services. So remove these things. When we click on the button 2, your button 1 is true as well. But in case of back in do work process, let's check it. Run worker completed. In button 1 dot enabled false. So hide these things, button 1 dot enabled false. Comment it this line and check it again. Remove this. Refresh it. But do not any changes in your application, because before rebuild your project, then do not this things is happening. So before anything is changes in your project, make sure your project is rebuilt. So come to the Solution Explorer and make some changes for build your project. So rebuild your project, go to your Solution Explorer and oops, save this and come to this, click on it, application, and rebuild your project. Rebuild all succeed. Then again come to your Windows